Hey guys, just you, Rob, Rich.
Real quick.
You guys, just to let you know, some of you guys witnessed it, but
Sit down, please.
we got the whole team together in the photo op room a little bit ago. We took, I think, the best photo we've ever taken, and we've never done it, but it's, it was everybody, all the cast and the crew, and it was, I think so. It'll be like basically the lineup for next year. Anyway, yeah. Sorry you guys missed it.
Everybody was in it.
I want you to know that even though I also was left out of this photo, the joy it brings me to watch Rob be upset like overrides thinking about that.
They didn't ask us. They told us we want the most complete photo of the creation supernatural family of all time. But we got it done.
Don't worry, Rob. We'll send it to you in our text round.
Hey boys, before you start your panel, I want everybody to say a goodbye thank you to Stephen Norton, who's gonna go catch the plane. Great job. Boys, have at it.
Filling in on drums, Jared Jensen.
All night, okay? Howdy, y'all.
How's everybody doing today? Indianapolis is the house. I love it. I love it. Nice man. Actually, that line.
Very nice. Hey, who's first time? Who's first time? What's the word? What do you think? Well, just so you all.
Are you not entertained?
By the way, we did this thing. It was stupid. I think season 15 of Supernatural. It wasn't stupid. It was fun, but it just.
No, man. It was 15 years. I thought it was a pretty good show. I don't know.
During the filming of Supernatural,
got it.
we did this thing where we were like, hey, what movies did we grow up on? Like, who were like the dudes? And so we started looking up like Mel Gibson and Braveheart, 38 years old. Are You Not Entertained? Russell Crowe and Gladiator, like 39 years old. And we looked at each other and we're like, oh my God, we're so far behind. But we're here. It's our last. We got those asses kicked. Just don't tell them I said that.
No. No way.
Yeah, thank y'all for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, very much. I know we've said this for those who have been here before, not like you newbies who have been ignoring us for 20 years now. But it's always a pleasure to come in.
You keep your sorries to yourself.
All right. Well, we have some questions waiting to be answered. So let's start. Over here. How you doing?
Hi, my name's Bobby.
Bobby?
Yes.
Hi, Bobby.
Cloudy?
Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
Oh, like singer.
That's like a chance of meatballs. Like,
Actually,
get it? Sorry.
That's really Bobby.
I heard what I want to hear.
my real name is Roberta, but I was named after my dad. So.
Your real name is what?
My real name is Roberta.
Roberta.
Yes.
Your dad's name is Roberta?
Robert.
Is he Canadian? It's Robert A.
Almost. I'm from the UP, so we're close. Wait, there it is.
Hey, Robert. Hey. Hi, Bobby.
This is my first convention.
Well, it'll probably be your last now. You'll be like those two idiots.
Even though I'm extremely nervous, you guys are amazing.
Thank you for being here.
My question to you is, what was your favorite monster hunt in the show? But if you could go in real life as ghost hunting, where would you go?
Oh, well, I'll answer the second part. I want to go to the Stanley. Has anybody been? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all are Winchesters.
what Stanley is? It is the hotel in The Shining. It's an actual hotel. Yes. It's really haunted.
Yeah, one of the most haunted places in America. Apparently, I would love to test that theory. I love that kind of stuff. So I love the what was her name? She told her parents with an X. Lizzie Borden, who shares a birthday with Jared Padalecki, or I guess Jared Padalecki shares a birthday with Lizzie Borden, and Jared Padalecki's going to stop speaking in the third person pretty soon. But I love when the real life lore kind of crosses over. So I love that episode. Happy we got to send Finn off to another show that I heard of one time. It was called Weirder Things.
Stranger Times.
I can't recall. But I love when we borrow from real lore. So those are my two. Shaq.
Favorite that we did on the show. I always liked I like the vampire hunts and large.
What about the last one?
Again, went out doing what he loves.
Exception proves the rule.
But largely because it was with the ghosts and monsters and demons and all that. There was so much of the supernatural that you had to deal with. Ghosts fritzing out, or all the different stuff that was just not normal. But with vampires, there was a physical person that you could legitimately fight, and so those were always more, I think, just entertaining and less. They were more fun to film because it was all practical, whereas all the other stuff was a lot of CG and a lot of starting and stopping and disappearing and all that stuff, which just kind of strained the process of filming. So I always enjoyed doing the vamp hunts, personally.
I agree. What's funny, I'm smirking to myself because I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. I had decent sleep, but I had a tummy ache. Glad y'all think it's funny. But no, I thought to myself, oh, I have an idea for when Sam and Dean come back. And we just go, and I feel like there's some sequence where we're like, what are we doing here? And whether it's Chuck or Jack or Cass, like, we need you to do something. I looked at Dean, he's like, nope, I'm gonna kill every vampire I find. Like, that's all I care about.
Every clown-faced vampire I see.
Done, they're done. Bobby, thank you so much for being here. Thanks very much.
My name is Jen.
I know that. Who's watching the kids?
I have none, so no one. Oh my God, I can't get up here. What does a person have to do to get a ride in baby?
To get a ride in baby?
You just gotta ask nicely.
It's up to you to where you want to take it.
What?
The what? Okay.
I'm kidding, but I would love to have a ride in baby. Like on a road trip.
It's, well, probably have to come to either my house or Jared's house.
And you won't be there because we'll be somewhere else.
That's right. I just recently took the deputy chief of police in a ride. So there's one way is, yeah, go to the academy, become a cop. I don't know. I have neighbors still asking me for rides that I'm like, yeah, one of these days. Don't worry about it. But to be fair, it is, it's not all it's cracked up to be, it's just an old car.
Beautiful car.
But it's my old car. It's Jared's old car.
Soon to come, soon to come.
And the doors still squeak.
The one outside did today, and I was so excited to hear it squeak.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Haley. My question is for both of you, and it's if you weren't actors, what would you be doing?
Sleeping.
I got this question at the meet and greet. I immediately blurted out fishing boat captain. Oh, so that's right, it was a shrimp boat captain. I changed that to a fishing boat. I have shrimp and I fish.
I got a question for you. Is it like a shrimp boat or a boat that catches shrimp?
It would be a boat that catches shrimp.
Got it.
But a boat that catches all sea creatures.
Crustaceans and
And megalodons.
I think it would be fun to teach. Though I don't know
Jared, I've known you for nearly 20 years. I've learned nothing from you.
No, exactly. You get paid and you don't do shit. Teasing, my mom is a teacher. I would love to be a teacher. If I had something to teach, I would love to. I used to, you know what I used to say before Supernatural started? And I'm not a great photographer, but I said wildlife photographer. A chance to travel and be kind of on my own, which now terrifies me. So it depends on what mood I'm in. I don't know, man. It's a great question. What would you be? What are you? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I work in a cardiac cath lab as
A cardiac castle?
cath lab, so heart attacks, valves, pulling clots out of legs, out of lungs. Wow.
I honestly think that I'm doing what I was supposed to do. So if I wasn't doing this, then I would probably be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, I'd be his neighbor who's like, hey, dude, you're at home anyways. Can you come watch my kids?
Bring him over! Oh, he wouldn't have had kids because he wouldn't have met Jen. You weren't. Oh, you think that?
I'm so fertile.
Hey, you know, the power of love, they would have found each other somehow.
You know what's funny is that I would love to write.
Right one.
Right? What?
Yeah, just get a journal and write WHDT. Just write what? I don't know, thoughts, because they're so bizarre, but I feel like if you put them out.
Be like Deep Thoughts by Jared Jensen.
I feel like if you put thoughts out into the world, you realize how absurd they can seem, and I think that would be selfishly for me helpful, and maybe helpful to others. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and write something. I don't know. Because maybe I'll write because I can just send my kids over to stay-at-home dad over here. Like, okay, see you in a month. Thank you so much. Welcome. Hi.
Hi. Are there any current projects outside of like the public ones that you want to share?
How many more do you need? Have you written projects outside of the public ones that you're working on? No. No, I've just finished tracker, which there's no plans for the future, but I know that they're trying to figure maybe some more work up there for me. But I've got Countdown starting in a couple of weeks. I've got The Boys season 5 starting. And then I've got Boys spinoff, Ball Rising. Yeah, no, my bingo card is full. I'm not working on anything other than that, and then also trying to be the father. So I'm pretty booked up right now. What about you? You got things are cooking in your camp?
Yeah, things are, I wouldn't say they're cooking yet. They're more like we're gathering ingredients.
You're at the grocery store.
I'm at the grocery store.
Right.
We're thinking about what we like to cook. There are a few books we like, a few scripts we like.
How do they taste?
Juicy.
Okay.
Like pudding. I think it's, and I think Apples has touched on this before. It's a long runway to take off in one of these projects. So you can go, and he and I both done pilots that didn't go anywhere, or even shows that went several episodes and never made it to the screen. So it takes a while. So I'm not trying to. It's okay. Well, here's a serious answer. The way I approach acting or storytelling in general is either hell yes or no. So I'm either giving everything I have to give to it, or the answer is like, dude, I got 3 kids and a wife and dogs and chickens and goats and cows. And so I'd rather not. But I spent 15 years with this guy. He gave everything he had to give. And I feel like I did the same. And so before I get mentally committed to something moving forward, it needs to be legit. It needs to be, I need to be home from the grocery store, oven started, I put some Pam olive oil on the skillet.
Stir the roux.
Yeah.
You guys know what that is? Okay, because we're far away from New Orleans, so that's just, stir the roux.
Yeah, so we're stirring a few roots, but we don't know. You fucking set me up! Yeah, there's some things I'm really excited about that I hope go. And if they do go, I can't wait to be a part of them and to give them to you. But as of now, I'm kind of taking it day by day.
I actually do have something to share. Ish. So at a production company that my wife and I we run, and we have developed something that we have recently sold that is in early kind of process of getting up on its feet. But that should be moving to us by next year. Then I also have another thing. I have a book that we're developing with Amazon right now, currently. So there are things also kind of on the back burner that we're letting simmer. But right now, I've got a lot of things that I'm focused on that are kind of immediately happening. So, but yeah, there's a lot happening, and it's all exciting, and it's I don't know how I'm going to get it all done, but like Jared said, I won't back down. I will work my ass off to get it done. So
Yeah, and suffice it to say, y'all haven't got rid of this just yet.
Hi, my name's Melissa, and it's kind of a two-part question. Were you both happy with the way the show ended, and are you happy with the roles you're currently playing now?
Yes, no. Yes. Am I happy with the way the show ended? Yeah. As much as you can be happy after dude who didn't know what's going on. When the show started, I was 38, and I was a husband and father of 3 when the show ended. And how can you really end it? And I don't think anybody in here, and I certainly don't like to think of it as an ending, but it was a see you later, I'm gonna take a break. So yes, I'm happy with the way Supernatural ended. It paused. There you go. I like that.
Right.
The character, I was super happy with Walker, the character I played. My new, I'm still learning this new character. You know, like with Sam, I like to believe, and I hope it was clear, that Sam was a more full character in episode 327 than he was in the pilot. I like to believe that Cordell Walker was a more full character in episode 69 than he was in the pilot. And so the most recent character I suppose I played on Fire Country was just 3 days, and so I'm still meeting him. You know, I'm still like, what's going on? Like, I'm still kind of like on the first date. I like him a lot. I don't know him yet as much as I do Sam and Cordell. So, but I'm thrilled. See, there were sparks. So I hope
Could be a second date.
Could be a second date. Yeah. I swiped right or left. I don't know. I swiped something. Stirring the root. Stirring the root. So to speak. Jensen?
Yes, I was, it took me a while to get there, but I was ultimately happy with the way the show came to an end in season 15. And very, very proud of the work that we put in for that, and very happy and proud of the way that it turned out. I am enjoying my current roles that I'm playing quite a bit. Soldier Boy is a lot of fun. But it doesn't just begin and end with the role itself. It's a totality of the experience that you have when you're on the set. So my family and the boys, they're the best. It's an incredible cast, it's an incredible crew. You know, from top to bottom. Obviously, it's a very tricky world, so it's something that I'm familiar with. But he really knows how to put the right people in the right positions and make wonderful things. And so I'm very happy to be in his world again. This new world I'm about to venture into, I don't know, we'll see. I am certainly excited about it. What I've read, what my conversations have been with the showrunner Eric has been just amazing. All the people that I've seen that have been cast for the show. I don't know any of them personally, but I've heard great things. I'm really excited to kind of get going with this new group of people and see what lies ahead. So, yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. But listen, also, I think to Jensen's point, it's not just the character or the showrunner, or it's top to bottom. And like, I know when I watch The Boys, I love Jensen's bottom. No, but to his point, it's at this point in our careers. But after 25 years, and what, 27 years? So almost 30 years, 24, 25 years, we're very fortunately and large, thanks to y'all and the Supernatural family in general, at a place where we're able to think about like, well, hey, this is really cool, but I want to shoot the whole area for 7 months. So we really do look at like, who am I working with? Where, when, can I see family? Can I see friends? Do I have time off? What am I doing? Am I excited about it? And so thanks to y'all and y'all's support, we found ourselves in a situation where we're not going to bring y'all garbage. You know, we don't have to. So thank you.
We love you too, by the way.
I bet.
So I wonder what scenes are on the highlight reel that you guys have that you send out when you're going out for a role.
We
We're joking, but it's not.
But it's true. No. It's a little different now than I think it used to be in the space that he and I are currently residing. We don't have to put reels together of things that we've done in order to, what we do now is more, okay, what is this role that we're going out for? Find something similar that we've done that's like that. That's the great thing about Supernatural is it gave us so much opportunity to do so many different things. So if I'm going out for like maybe a comedic role, then I can put together a lot of the comedy bits in Supernatural or The Boys or Big Sky or whatever it is, and my agent would kind of maybe pull a couple scenes off of YouTube and then just send the links over to the casting directors and be like, here you go. So the times when putting together, when was the last time you had a headshot done?
It's been photo shoots. It's been like, hey, here's the photo shoot from Entertainment Weekly.
Right.
I will say this, like when I had to try out for heroic roles, I have sent like Supernatural episodes when I was 24 and fucking ripped. It's like, wow, here's my work in Supernatural Season 2, the episode Heart.
What would like Solo say when you were doing like a push-up? Here you go.
That was me 20 years ago. That was me.
Yeah, so it's less like trying to find a range of stuff, and now we get to be a little bit more specific with what we send to the casting director. But
You have a great question. I think furthermore, and what we're not touching on just yet, is that for the roles that we're going out for, you wouldn't get cast off of tape anyways. If you're gonna go do something, do one episode, you're doing one scene, then you send in your tape. But the stuff that we've kind of been going out for, it's more like, okay, well obviously Jensen's done a lot of work, Jared's done a lot of work. Like, let's set up a Zoom and get to know them. Like, get to hear their thoughts on the script they read and the character. And like, hey, what do y'all think? Hey, what do you think? Here's what I think. And then if it works out, it works out. But I don't think the classic send-in tape is as pertinent as it used to be.
yeah, it's more just like meetings and getting a sense and a vibe. They, like you said earlier, we've been at this quite a while, and we've got kind of a career to prove that we can at least show up and do the work. And we do, yeah, we have a reputation around town, which I think we work hard for and we're proud of. And so that gets us kind of past the cattle call of headshots and reels at this point. But we still I had to fight really hard for The Boys. I had to do a lot of tape. I had to do a lot of scenes and stuff. And so, for instance, I just texted my buddy Justin, was like, hey, let me know when you need me to come up there and, I said, splash the ratings. And I was clearly joking, but he was like, yeah, man, well, come on up. And I already had a reputation with that showrunner, and so, or a relationship with that showrunner, and so that was just, that happened that way. And it's nice to be in an industry where the work and the relationships that you have cultivated kind of come back in ways that present themselves as opportunities. And a lot of what we're looking at now is results of that. So it's less cold calls and more just having a meeting. When I got there was a movie that I did that I ended up not coming out, and it was a big mess. Some of you guys know, some maybe you don't, but Rust. That was just a meeting, a Zoom that I had with the director and our call. And I didn't read anything, I didn't send a tape or something, I just had literally a Zoom meeting with them, and they were like, we'd love for you to join us. I feel like I'd love to do it, let's go. So it's a little bit more of that at this point, which is, something that is
I don't think you think about when you're starting out, when that happens or how to get there or whatever. But the fact that we kept our heads down and worked really, really hard for, more than 2 decades. This is the result, I believe, of really hard work. And proud to be here and excited to continue to work hard so that opens up even more opportunity doors for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alyssa. My question is for both of you. If Supernatural hadn't been picked up, what TV show of the early 2000s would you have wanted to be a part of?
Home Improvement. That's one of the 90s, but I'm sticking with it.
Hadn't been picked up like after the pilot, or like got canceled after like season 1 or 2.
Just hadn't been picked up like after the pilot.
I would have wanted to go on Vampire Diaries to get out my vampire. But then that show would have been canceled because I would have killed the 2 leads. Love you, Ian. Love you, Paul.
Yeah, we were talking, Paul texted the other day. I was like, hey, I was like, funny video, y'all should have like, hey, how you been? So we're talking about getting together to get up on stage and shoot shit in front of everybody because we haven't seen them in a long time. I haven't seen them in a long time, but I've known both those guys for 21 years. Good news. I don't know what show.
We're going back to Smallville. We're going to go back to Gilmore Girls.
Freak. Dawson's Creek.
Dawson. That was over by the time Supernatural started.
How about fucking Geronimo? Or, I don't know, what do you think? How do you spell your name with it?
Oh, Alyssa. Alyssa.
That's my sister's middle name.
Oh.
I like it.
Yeah, I was also wondering because you were on Gilmore Girls at that time, and then your character.
I was.
Yeah, and you had to be like written off, and Jensen was on Smallville.
Yes.
He was like just written
I'm
off.
aware. I'm kidding. What would you thought? I don't have an answer to that question. Though I'll think about it. What would you have cast Jensen and Jared on if Supernatural never got picked up?
I mean, I feel like Jensen's character just had a complete, 180 on Smallville, and they didn't know what to do. So he probably would have just been like a normal character. And then Dean on Gilmore Girls, he didn't really have like a proper ending,
Right.
It was just gone.
Yeah. So what would you put us on?
Yeah, I would have kept you guys on your shows at that time.
Okay.
Desperate Housewives.
Desperate ex-boyfriends. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know that. Alyssa, thank you so much. It's a
Yes,
fun
thank
question.
you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Julie. My question is, as the Winchester brothers, if you could hire 2 people that you want to join your team that is in your filmography, so one of your past characters, who's getting the job to work with you guys?
In real life or on the show?
On the show, in the
It has to be
Winchester.
something we played.
Something you played, but yeah, with you on Supernatural.
Soldier Boy. Highly volatile and very effective. Just like Dean Winchester.
I would have gone, I would have gone with Dean Forrester from Gilmore Girls. Because, hear me out. Because, like, in the zombie apocalypse, you don't have to be faster than zombies. You just have to be faster than the slowest friend of yours. He was pretty slow.
Dean was pretty slow.
Pretty slow.
And I don't think he was slow physically. I think it was more.
Yes. Either way, like one swift leg kick, and all the demons are getting Dean. Kidding. I think Cordell Walker would have been helpful because he could like get us some legit fake IDs as opposed to the
Who would you have put with the Winchesters?
I definitely would have put Soldier Boy with that, for sure. Actually, my daughter and I talked about it. It was kind of like she goes, who would it be? And I said, well, first of all, it'd be Soldier Boy. I don't know, I thought Walker might become a little bit, be hopeful, but if you are trying to sacrifice yourself, or someone that you played so that you can run faster, I totally get that, and I completely agree, right?
That was a joking part of my answer. No, Walker for sure. I think,
This would be interesting road trips. Sam Winchester, Dean Winchester, Soldier Boy, and Cordell Walker. What would that conversation be like?
I don't know. Love to see it.
Thank you. These are fun questions, you guys.
Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Thanks. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Amber, and my question is, what scene on Supernatural was so hard to get through because it was so funny?
So
That you had to retake so many times.
So many. It was more.
Even the serious ones were hard to get through because it was so funny to us. It didn't end up being funny, but we were having too much fun while filming it that it was hard to get through.
Yeah, I remember it's funny, not funny laugh, but funny like ironic that the most difficult scenes to get through, I think, were not necessarily the funniest scenes, because you don't even realize whether or not they're going to be funny until you watch it. But I'll recall, I forget the word, but in season 1 there was an episode called Shapeshifter. Yeah, and Dean had already been. Has everybody seen Shapeshifter? If you haven't, get out. Spoiler alert. But Dean, he's already the shapeshifter. No, is he? I don't know. I'll go back and watch it. But we were shooting in downtown Vancouver. And
I was telling you what we were dealing with.
yeah. And so, Dean and Sam were talking like in an alley, right in downtown Vancouver, right next to like the Sunplace Hotel where we were living at the time. And he comes out and he's like, hey, Sam, I think we're, now that I saw this and that I found some skin, I think we're going to the shapeshifter. And so Robert Duncan McNeil, who was directing it, was like, Jensen, listen, we're just slow it down a little bit. We're having trouble making out the word shapeshifter when you say your line. He's like, yeah. And so, like back to the lines, action. We get out, Sam! Yeah. So, I think we need blah, 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 because of this. And so, Robert Duncan McNeil, our director, comes out and he's like, hey, great, but it's still difficult to understand what you're saying when you say shapeshifter. Jensen's like, no worries, I got it. And so then, take 3, and we run out. Sammy! Yeah, so listen, I found some skin, and I think we're actually dealing with a shapeshifter. Sammy! So I think I know what it is. What is it? So I looked, there were skin particles, and I smelled the smell. I think it was a shapeshifter. I lost my shit. Like, beyond repair.
Listen, I can count on 2 fingers how many times I had that issue in 15 years. Shapeshifter was 1. I can say it fine now. No, Lilith was your problem. That was not my problem. He was like, what? The other one was getting hit in the face during sex with a Zorro mask.
But also mystery spot.
I couldn't get it out. Those words would not come out in the order that they were supposed to come out. And it was with him and Mark Shepard, and I couldn't get through it. I just couldn't do it. And
That's right, that's amazing.
I don't know, for some reasons, there's just.
That was also, I had to walk away.
Yeah.
And so season.
Was the one where we were had a conversation over the top of the car, and I had a line that it just tickled you, and you couldn't stop laughing, but it was over your shoulder to me. Phil was directing, and
we're crazy, man.
was Yellow Fever. This is a different one. It was at we were at Bobby's garage, and I had this was trying to get this dialogue out, and Jared kept laughing, and I couldn't get through because I'm staring at him laughing, and then I was like, I can't do this with him laughing at me in my face. And so Phil from the monitors is like, Jared, just turn around. And because the camera, all it needed was this little piece of shoulder, right? So he turned around and we still got that little piece of shoulder. And so I'm now doing the scene to the back of his stupid head. And this guy, he's like legitimately trying not to laugh so that we could get through the scene. And no, so now I'm giving this dialogue and it's serious, I'm doing it, and then I just see this. I'm like, well now he's laughing! His shoulder's laughing at me! I think it's in a blooper reel somewhere. But we had too much fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of
shooting
fun.
that show.
Yeah. Lilith was hard to say. I mumble anyways. Shoshana Stern told me, she's like, you're really hard to lip read because you mumble. So I talk the way I speak anyways, I'm like, so to say Lilith in the middle of a sentence, it's like, well, we got a little, so that was a tough season. But yeah, too many to list, but luckily they have some badass gag reels out there. And if somebody can post them on YouTube, I will be forever.
They're on YouTube.
But they keep getting taken down or something.
Oh, really? I still think, and this is something that could probably cover many requests from Warner Brothers, but I think Warner Brothers could hire a team of editors and take all of the outtakes and gag reels, because the gag reels that came out per season, we had enough material for an entire gag reel, which is generally like 20-30 minutes maybe, or maybe not even that, 15 minutes. We had enough material for a whole season gag reel within the first 2 or 3 episodes. So there's so much backlogged that never saw the light of day. They could legitimately like release a 3-hour gag reel of never seen before. Yeah, I mean, talk about just cheap content, right?
I'd watch that.
There you go. That's the challenge, Warner Brothers. Let's roll.
Look at you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers. Hi.
Hi, my name is Jessie. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but you have a few fangirls. So
And fan guys. Where my boys? Where my fellas at? Let's go.
I'm so sorry, you're right, I should have included everybody. My question is there any celebrities that your wives fangirl over?
I assume you mean like male.
Either one is fine.
My wife is smart enough to not tell me. That's a good question. She's more like into music. We went to, this is a couple of years ago, and she's currently 43, I'm 42, so at the time she was probably 38, I'm 37. And there's an English, I think he's English, his name is Shawn Mendes. And we went and saw him at ACL, and
Is he? What is he? Is he? He's Canadian. Yeah. What are you talking
about? He's Canadian?
Yes.
I don't know. But she and another mom, like he was like 17 at the time. He was probably 20. He wasn't 17. But they were like, he's so dreamy. And I was like, what? He's like our son's age. Harry Styles, I think she likes. I like as well. We went and saw him. We have a friend who likes Harry Styles. Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm embarrassed to admit this. David Spade.
That is very embarrassing.
I don't know what he did in his past life to earn this adoration from my wife, but she just thinks he's just great, so much so that we have a coffee mug in our cabinet that has David Spade's picture on it. So every morning when I make myself coffee and I open up that cabinet to get my coffee mug, there he is in all his glory. I don't know if that affection still exists today. I think it does just strictly for my benefit now. But for some reason, when she was, probably in her early 20s or whatever, she just thought he was just adorable. And I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem. It was him and Conan O'Brien. And I'm like, what kind of guys are you into? I'm nothing like either of those people. And she's like, no, but you'll do. So I will forever spend the rest of my life trying to impress her. And well, it might never succeed. I don't know. It'll be a lifelong journey.
Thank you so much.
Which is why I know she's perfect for me.
Yeah, right there. Fair enough. Thank you. Fair enough. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Shauna, and I was just going to ask, what is your favorite role then? It could be besides Supernatural, or you can say Supernatural.
I mean, I think Supernatural is kind of the clear winner at this point. Just we spent so much time with those characters. They changed our lives, both professionally and personally. So, looking outside of that, I think I've got to say Soldier Boy, simply because that was the first time in 15 years that I really departed from Dean Winchester and was trying to take on something completely different. And it was just a real joy to do that and to play that. I was proud of the work that I put into it, the outcome, and I'm just such a fan of that show in general. It was before I even ever had a conversation about joining it. So I'm partial to Soldier Boy as being, number 2 on my list.
Yeah, same. I think Supernatural, for us, like you mentioned, kind of stands alone. It's a competition for second place, so to speak. And 100% what I want. First time in 20 years of a career that I've been able to, Dean kind of changed, the Dormo's Dean kind of changed here and there, and I was too young, so I didn't really develop, feel confident enough to develop the character the way I knew to do with Supernatural. And then Supernatural kind of leaned into the side of Jared. Sam was kind of like the pensive, kind of studious, academic side of Jared, and Cordell had a little bit more of the silly, kind of nerdy at times bit. I have several friends in law enforcement and military, and they're just people. They laugh at the stupid jokes, and they cry when their daughter graduates, and their son's wedding, and this and that. And so playing that tension, that juxtaposition or dichotomy between somebody in a position of power or authority who's still just not a thing, just human, was a lot of fun to play. And I got to be home, and it was just I think outside of Sam Winchester, that would be my favorite role I've ever played.
I'm going to correct us both. There is a role that beats Winchester's dad.
So my question is kind of a two-part question. What is your favorite nickname for each other as Sam and Dean? And then what is your favorite nickname for each other as Jared Jensen?
I'll start with Jared, for me, and that's J-Rod. And I don't even know what the origin of that, but it's just, you just come up with different ways to say people's names and mess it up and come up with nicknames. And so literally, I think here in my phone is J-R-O-D, J-Rod.
And he's Jack on my phone.
Yeah.
I call him Jack or Shack, J Apples.
J Apples, yeah.
Jack. Shackles and Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, Jackal, like Jackals, Shackles, like, that was a commonly thrown out term for me, but, and then J-Rod. And then everybody else in the set would, like when, the first AD would be like, all right, we need J-Rod to set. But I think my most fondest, is that even the right way to say that? My most fondest nickname that he and I have ever gotten is the boys. And we were always referred to as the boys on set by the entire crew, because when we started, we were not boys. And 15 years later, we were clearly men. But always referred to as the boys. And even today, we're still referred to as the boys. And I remember when Kripke announced that he was coming out with a new show, and it was called The Boys, I was like, what? Dude! What? And I thought it was like he was doing like a take on like another Sam and Dean or something. Obviously it wasn't. But that was the favorite that we've been given collectively was the boys. And then as far as like Dean to Sam, I don't necessarily know that. I don't think they really have any. I mean, we said that once. It wasn't an ongoing thing. I didn't refer to him as a bitch all the time. To his face. No, I don't think we really did.
Did we say it more than once?
All right, I don't need to be corrected. Okay.
I'll see
Strike that from the record. No, I don't really have nicknames. Yeah.
I think I like Jumpless, which is not Dean or Sam. That was probably the best nickname for a character, was Jumpless. For Misha, for casting.
Oh, he had a lot of nicknames. And still does. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi. My name is Karen. I'm from Brazil. And my question is, what's your favorite brother bonding moment?
What's your favorite what?
Brother bonding moment.
Brother bonding moment in real life or
In the show.
Or in the show, like the Winchesters?
Yes.
I'll say this, and it actually touches on both in real life and it was a real life. It was a on camera moment, but it was a bonding in real life as well. And there's a ton of, the list goes on and on. But it was a very supernatural Christmas. And the scene with the brothers in the motel room at the end, where Sam brings Dean a drink. I think it was eggnog, yeah. And it was just a really kind of touching little scene. Bob Singer was directing, and it pans out and come out of the window, and the snow was falling. And it was just a really kind of nice moment in the show. Sam walks over, brings Dean the drink, and we give a little clink. And I take a sip, and it is just straight whiskey. Jared,
I don't know what happened.
had decided to heavy-hand pour whiskey into Dean's drink, of which Jensen had to ingest on camera
Not knowing.
without telling me. and this is the kind of people who asked us earlier, like pranks, like what kind of pranks? It was just a series of just that kind of stuff, like messing with each other. And I think they actually left that tape in the show, because you can see me drink and I go, but the real reaction for me was, all right. And that was, again, it was a bonding moment for the brothers, but in real life, it was a bonding moment for he and I, which up to that point, we had hundreds. And they were just, it just perpetuated the beautiful friendship that he and I have, and continue to have, so.
Yeah, agreed. I remember that vividly. I forget the episode name. I think it was on Sterling K. Brown, or I believe, I could be incorrect. There's a sequence where Sam and Dean are like putting mattresses against the wall. I think it's Gordon, so he can't smell me or something. And it's like, just want to be my brother kind of thing. And that was one of those moments where, I think it was season 2, and we kind of went through the dialogue. And we had already been through a million things together in the 30 episodes we've done together. But that felt like, it was like, you got your next belt in jiu-jitsu or something. It's like, oh, did we just become black belts together? Like, this is freaking cool. That sticks out, and sacrifice sticks out when they're at death's door and like edify each other and build each other up, character-wise. But yeah, so many moments like that, on and off camera, but it's hard to think of, but that's why we're all here.
One of these days we'll go back and we'll just,
figure it out.
Relive all those moments and talk about it. Figure it out. They can put it down so we don't forget it. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Drums, man.
It's the last question. It's the last question.
All right, that's it. It sounds so different without drums.
It's the last question. You know
I never realized I miss Norton so much. But this is going to be the last question that we're going to talk about.
It's the last question. It's the last question. It's the very last question. It's the last question.
It's hard. Amazing. Supernatural family, please say hi to Michaela from Ohio.
I'm Michaela.
Where in Ohio are you from?
I'm from Super Southern.
Oh, all right.
You know it's like, is it like rural?
Yeah.
Is it rural?
Like Portsmouth, Ohio.
Yeah. You know when they say county, you know.
Anybody here from Ohio? So you are our last question.
Oh, H! Yeah, there are people here from Ohio. All right. What's your question?
So I was just wondering if you think we're going to fight Gadriel like Sam, like possessed by Gadriel, or Demon D?
Oh. I mean, what I know of the lore, I think Michael Dean would be Gadriel. But what I know of the lore is that demons are pretty scared of angels. Yeah, I think.
I gotta go for angels on this one. Yeah.
Who do you think would win? Don't get this wrong.
I think it would depend.
What do you think?
So intimidating.
I think it would depend on like the level. I think Demon D is a lot scarier. So I think it just depends on like if it's like somebody's gonna die.
Here's the deal though. Demon Dean seems scarier because he projected that insecurity.
Yeah, remember, my Lucifer angel didn't seem scary. The white suit Lucifer was just like, hey, buddy.
Exactly.
Who are you?
Oh, demons have to project fearlessness because they're really fearful.
Never forget.
All I'm saying is if like Demon D had kicked the door down in front of me, I would have given up. I can't fight that. I can't.
Turtle.
if I kick the door down in front of you,